Hello, and today I'm talking about a topic. What is the topic? Well, let's type Apple v. Apple versus FBI. That's the second thing that came up. And if you do Apple versus, comes right up. Even before Android, I guess government applies too. So what am I talking about? This is kind of old news, but it kind of got juicier per se when this is the Los Angeles Times. Well, anyway, the thing is that there was like a terrorist attack, like there seems to be a lot of these days. I really don't know which one. San Bernardino, I don't know. But that's actually does not have to do with the video. It actually has to do with Apple. Okay, so one guy in the terrorist attack who died, left behind, one of the terrorists, I should say, left behind his phone. It's like an iPhone 5C, I guess. And, crap, what am I doing? And there was a password on it, like, most phones have. And they want to crack the password to see what was on the phone, so they can, see his contacts, see who might have been in on it. But they can't crack it because even with like every phone, a lot of people can relate to this. When you do the incorrect password, like I think like 5-10 times, it like locks your phone. You can't go into it for like 30 seconds, or like maybe a minute. It's 30 seconds on Android, I don't know. Forget about Apple. But I know it's like 30 seconds to a minute, and the more times you get it wrong, like say you get it wrong like 5 or 10 more times, then it changes to like, it goes up and up, and I think like the sky's the limit. So anyway, they want to crack the phone, but they can't because it keeps locking them out. So they asked Apple, I'm gonna scroll this down, I'm not even reading off of this, but they asked Apple to create a patch, not to crack the phone totally, but to so they can bypass like the 5 or 10 times an incorrect passcode is entered, it locks the phone. They want to bypass that so they can just have like a computer, like keep trying to like typing in random passwords and just keep going. Like it will start with like 1111, then 1112, and then so on and so forth. But Apple does not want that to happen. Apple apparently doesn't like the idea of that, and they're not making the patch. Why, may you ask? Well, let's see right here. So senior Apple executive speaking on condition of anonymity said that Friday's government motion was redone. Okay, well that's just this. But they said that that Apple but Apple said that they wouldn't do it because it first off, it could leak. The patch could leak out to the public. That would be bad. So then they think it's gonna not mix well with their reputation, and it will the security of their customers will go down, and they just don't like it, at all. So of course they're going out and hashing out against each other, that's unconstitutional. No, what you're doing is unconstitutional. No, that's not right. No, But I really don't care about all that. I really don't. What I do care about, well, I'm not going to really speak, well, just I can't really explain what I'm gonna do for some reason. What I am gonna do is just talk about it. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna start. Apple is obviously being selfish. There's no denying that. They do not care right now about anyone else. They do not care about the security of the country. They do not care about the victims of terrorist attack. They're not thinking about them. I mean, to an extent, being selfish. If you like Tim Cook, he obviously got to the top somehow. He obviously got up to Steve Jobs somehow, or with the public, to be elected CEO of Apple. So obviously he's a big businessman, and if you're you don't become a big businessman from sharing exactly. It's obviously really hard, and it's not easy, and you probably get stabbed in the back a lot. So I don't think being a selfish CEO is kind of par for the course these days. But I think this is kind of to an extreme, because there could be some very good info on here. But to Apple's defense, this is great marketing. They could market this the FBI could not crack our iPhone. Saying that the FBI could not crack the iPhone or if they could, they're scared of losing the files. You think people are gonna want to buy an iPhone? Yes, people would want to buy an iPhone because it's obviously really secure if the FBI can't crack it or can't find a way to crack it. So that's great for them. But sorry guys, if you hear a noise, it's probably my cat who's sitting right here. But I don't think that what they're doing is a good idea. Now I do get that they are kind of mad. No, not mad. They are kind of scared about this whole thing, because if they do have to make a patch and the patch leaks, let me just Google something. But anyway, if the patch leaks, ISO is I keep what is the latest there. I keep doing iOS. So the newest version is 9.2. That shipped with the iOS one. iOS. Let me just see something. But the thing is, can you upgrade? I don't know, because I just want to see if this will even be debunked, because he was using an iPhone 5C, which means that oh wow, it's actually really interesting. But that means it's going to be if the iPhone 5C didn't have the latest iOS on it, then it could easily be debunked. The patch would not work on a later iOS, jailbreaking. It only works on some iOS versions. My God. But so the patch, if you had iOS 8 or iOS 7, which it came with, would be debunked on later iOSs. And on top of that, you make the patch, you put it on this one phone, everyone's happy, and say the patch does get out. Can't you make a patch for the patch? Because if you remember, iOS, what was it? Was it 8 security flaw? Yeah, I don't know if it was it might have been iOS 8. But remember, you had a security flaw, which anyone could like hack into people's phones real easily. I don't know, it might have been iOS 7 or like iOS, maybe even like the first version of 9, I don't know. But remember, it had a very big security vulnerability where you could just hack into their phone. And you know what you did? You patched it. And this isn't even really the big, this is not even like hacking into their phone and getting their password. This is just unlocking the 5 wrong passcodes, and you have to wait. It's not even all that, and you could probably patch it again. Just saying. So I think they're not exactly being all that smart with the whole deal. I don't think. You see, if they have bigger problems right now, like with that like 1970 thing, I forget, when you set back the iPhone to a certain date and just totally bricks it. And but and also, well, I'm kind of stuttering here, but it would be nice to have a setting on the iPhone where you could just punch in the code as many times as you want, well, the wrong code as many times as you want, without it being locked out. Uh, I think it would be cool. Well, not cool, but good, because some people just punch in random codes to lock you out of your phone. That happens. So that would be a good feature. And just do it, Apple. Just freaking do it. Thank you for watching.